Yay! There we go. Oh no, I didn't think I could run from you. I just needed to stream today. Figured this would be a good time and thing to do. I think I'm just gonna be doing, after the time is up and I can actually start doing things, I think I'm just gonna do tower runs for gear. Just kind of talk the whole time. And then, I don't know, if I feel like pushing some difficulties up, get stronger, then I will. And hopefully I just never mess up the run. Shouldn't be that bad. Hello, Star. Not the Veloku. That ain't me. Yup. 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 This is not one I have ever streamed before, so hopefully it interacts well with my program. I think it's just an Unreal game, so technically everything should just be fine, but I want to make sure. Because I don't want to just, like, play it and have everything go terribly wrong for me. It's the highest I can have on. It technically doesn't matter because I've done. Let's go. Yeah, highest I can do is 18 plus 18. And I believe I did one Soggy Cave run on 18, so should be totally fine to just get really powerful. I need more emeralds to get powerful stuff out of that. Oh man, I did not realize just how in a bind I was for more money. Let's go start, though. Now's as good a time as any. There's a whole week left for this rotation. Mercy Star, now that I know you're both here, I can tell you a little bit about the tower. The tower is a single-player experience where you just do combat floors, floor after floor. Every floor you go up, you get... I have 0 right now. Every floor you go up, you get 1 enchantment point, and you can put them wherever you please into whatever. At the end of every floor, once you beat it, you will get the choice between 5 different pieces of equipment of every type, or 1 more enchantment point. I've done this tower a lot of times because I did it for the anniversary event, and then Blue and V and I just kind of realized, oh, this is really good for just kind of keeping our power up. I missed one in the back. This is really good for keeping our power up because of the rewards we get at the end of it. Scale to the highest difficulty that we can beat. Since I've run plus 18 one single time and beaten that dungeon run, I can get some really nice things from here if I just continue to do it and also just kind of get lucky enough. Some of the stuff it's going to give me is not going to be very good at all. Within the past 5 runs, I think I got 2 commons and a rare or something like that as options from the end of it. with really bad gilding effects and really bad enchantments, so... Hopefully that doesn't happen to me again. Oh yeah, I also don't have a little VTuber thing up today because I'm not... I'm not struggling with it today. Just wanted to kinda... If I get bugged, if enough people come in here and bug me about it, then I might fight with it. But I also don't want it to become a problem for me to have to deal with. One less thing to worry about, and that means you can see the game a little bit easier. Should have just bind him down earlier. Not very smart for me to just keep running at him like that. You're now officially a fat ass. What do you mean by that? What happened? There we go. That was proper use of that. Do I do the club or the axe this time? I'm asking all of chat. The first answer I see is the one I'm going with. Either one doesn't really matter because I'm just going to get leeching or fire aspect. I just want to know what swing I'm using. Your blood pressure is high. That's not great. Klube? Yeah, that's not good. I'm kind of sorry to hear that. That was a terrible, terrible glaive throw. That was also a terrible glaive throw. I also liked Bloob as a response, because it just didn't make sense to me. Made me happy to read Bloob. Thought that was just your way of saying hello. Something about the music on this floor in particular makes me happy. I think this is a tower-specific tile set as well. Because every floor is, like, based on one of the places you can go to. I did not mean to use that. What a blunder. I thought I still had the glaive. But yeah, every tile set is a place you can go to. Pretty sure that this is specifically tower, which I'm not against necessarily. I feel like the enemy types are a little bit underwhelming, but that's really it. I've done this a few times. All the armor and stuff is the same. The things you can choose between floors is the same. The only difference is when you do the gilded effect here, that's random. Increased maximum souls is actually kind of amazing. It's only level 1, but that's actually kind of amazing for me, considering I'm doing a soul build right now. And that will come in handy when we make it to the bosses, but most specifically the final boss of the tower. That'll just kind of do everything for us. Might as well explain everything else that's going on as well. I put enchantment points on my armor. I put everything that I gained. I didn't use them on the other weapons just because I felt like it would kind of... Taking the time to menu and do that, although not super long, I just didn't feel like doing. And I've gotten to the point where I can pretty consistently... I've never messed it up, I don't think. I can consistently get through these floors without really needing the enchantments they offer, but I put it into my armor to get marking, which is the little snowball flying around me. up to level 3, which means every single time it throws itself, which is every 1 second, it'll stun the enemy of its own choosing, which, as you might imagine, taking one entire enemy out of combat at all times, pretty gosh darn nice to have. The other thing I put on it was swift-footed, just because I'm impatient. I've done this thing so many times, and swift-footed lets me run faster through the floors. Main strategy right now is I'm just going to keep running around and whacking things with my club, and using the Corrupt Seeds that I have, which is my Y button equipment right now, because that will lock the enemies around me in place and poison them, which helps me kill them. And then I can save up my souls, which you can see from the soul meter underneath my artifacts down there, my equipment. And if I continue to do that until I get to a boss, I should just be able to kind of, you know, kill him pretty easily, hopefully. Not much of a struggle. I am going to have to be careful enough that I don't just be stupid enough to stand there and let myself die, clearly, but shouldn't be that bad. This is that. I'd also like to double check, because I didn't really get a chance or think about it. Let me know if the audio levels are all good. My microphone, the game audio, everything like that. Let me know if that's all good or not, because I can't hear it. I need to rely on y'all to tell me. And I don't want it to be too loud or too quiet, the game or my voice. Alright. I actually don't want this, so I'm gonna... This is the first boss. It should be the Drowned Necromancers. And yeah, that was the boss fight. Next, there's only 2 merchants. There's 3 different merchants. There's only 2 in this tower rotation. We get the Guildsmith and then the Powersmith. The Powersmith increases the power of the item which we throw on the armor, so that we can use it the whole tower and get its full health effect. Went from 2,400 to 4,100, which is it's a pretty big boost. We stay here for 3 different spawning animations, and that should be all of the enemy spawns going in that we need to wait for. No need to worry about air or anything while I'm over here either, because I can run over here and get it. And the water slimes actually give you air when you kill them, so not really much to worry about there. The one, not really hard, but I guess time-consuming part of the tower is coming up on this floor if you're not practiced like I am or have a strategy worked out. I have spent enough time in this frickin' place on this rotation to know that if I level up my swift-footed to max and then do this here, then I can stand right here for this event and then just kind of run to the end. Normally you have to go in between every single one of those little things and just wait for it, and the hitboxes in this game are really something special. Really just... This is a game that ever gets picked up by other people. You get hit by something and you're like, that shouldn't have hit me. You're probably right. 9 times out of 10, you're probably right. But it is what it is. I'm just happy that I worked out doing that specific strategy to get myself out of there faster and not have to worry about it. Now that we've got a bit more enchantment points, we will now upgrade this to get Fire Aspect 3 and Leeching 2. So now, when I kill an enemy, I get their... like a percentage of their max health refilled to my health bar, which isn't going to keep me fully alive, but it'll help a lot. And Fire Aspect, which is not a lot of extra damage, all things considered, but big weapon. Big weapon, knock enemy back. It's good enough. It gets the job done. I'm also able to knock them into the water, as you may have seen me do right there. This room has a pressure plate to open the door over here. Opens the door over to the left for when we do need to go over there. This room is also kind of dangerous to fight in because it just does a lot of skeleton archers. Like a lot of skeleton archers. But in that case, they shouldn't be able to gun me down to an unreactable speed. I can just throw my healing pot if I really need to, like so. And if I just took a second to hit them, then now they can't really do anything. Most ranged enemies run away from you when you get close to them. I say most because some don't, and sometimes they just decide, I'm already far enough in my attack that I want to kill you anyway. Boss number 2. This is another one of the necro dudes, necromancers. So we do that, start lasering him, corrupt seed these dudes. If we hit him with that, we'll see which one he is by the burning. Is this one. Nice. And that was that. We need to get the Void Touched Blades here before I forget to. And by... I believe it's Shockwave and Swirling are really the only ones that matter. You don't even really... Not Shockwave. Critical and Swirling. Critical is really the only one you need for these, but Swirling is extra damage. Extra damage is always cool. I'll do a fun little experiment and explanation when we make it to the boss on the top floor. Which we are honestly pretty lucky with who it is. We shouldn't have much problem with him at all. Maybe not run in there and be immediately done, but it'll go by. It'll even go by faster than the other bosses, which is kind of astonishing when you consider just how much stronger the top floor boss is compared to everything else. Okay. This is our final build for the top floor. What we are currently wearing and holding. Didn't say anything about it earlier either, but the current bow that I switched to right before the first boss is the heavy crossbow, which is honestly my favorite ranged weapon in the game. It does a lot of damage with really slow fire rate, but it also knocks back the enemies pretty far. And you can kind of incorporate it in the middle of combos if enemies really have that much health that you need to be doing such a thing. I usually use it for keep away, which is also why my favorite unique variant of the heavy crossbow is the Doom crossbow, which literally just has extra knockback. Okay, final boss. So there's a fun little enchantment on these blades called, it's up there, applies rising damage multiplier. It's called Void Touched. If you hit an enemy over the course of a few seconds, it'll gradually start to increase the damage multiplier, and every time you hit them with a melee attack, it gets reset. If you use an artifact after hitting them with it, the multiplier will just constantly remain there. That was even me messing up a little bit, by the way. But the multiplier will stay there. And, oh god. Well, this is the... That has marking. And... Wow. That sure is something. The mace has swirling, boost charge shot. These are... I'm gonna be completely honest. Not good. What a shame. Shit, I don't know. What am I wearing out there right now? Not what I need to be wearing. This wouldn't really be any better. This doesn't really help me with anything. It just is armor. I can't think of a use for any of these. That's cool, because it has leeching. It is just a default-ass mace. But it could have leeching or void touched on it. Why not? We'll take the mace. The longest and hardest part of doing the tower is picking something at the end of it. Ooh. I leveled up. My battle pass. Neat. I'm almost at 50. I've been playing this game a lot. I love this game. It means our merchants and stuff must have reset as well. Alright. Well, back we go. It's the loading screens? I mean that too, yeah, you're absolutely right. Maddie! Hello, Maddie. I swear, the glaive is one of the most satisfying pieces of equipment to use in the entire game. Kind of a shame that there's not more I can do with it, considering the way that I have to run in a circle around it is kind of limiting to my own movement if I really want it to stay out. It also depends on how the enemies move, but enemies like this, that's not a huge deal. Enemies like stuff in the end, or, you know, specific other levels, kind of a pain to deal with. Hades but Minecraft. Technically Diablo but Minecraft would be more fitting, but yeah. This is the Hades mode of Minecraft dungeons, I suppose. I don't know how free they're gonna be, but maybe I could drag Blue and or V to do stuff in here. Yeah. Oh. That thing was going up and down. I have never seen that. I'm too busy messing around. Oh, that was terrible. Not even one single pass, I just went over and caught it. We'll do the axe this time since I did the Bone Club last time. Duo is calling me right now. That's something I pick up. That's definitely something I pick up. Oh, never mind. It's a missed call. Your ass is tired? Should probably give your ass a break then. Probably miscalled me. That'd be kind of impressive if you did, because it is duo. Not a very duo thing to do. He definitely does things with intentional purpose. That was just bad gameplay. It was the last spider though, which is neat. Some of the spawn patterns in some of these rooms just not the most fun thing to deal with. Ooh, something else I would like to point out is when you guild something, it costs 1 extra enchantment point for your enchantments. Currently, it's 1, 2, 3 for commons and 2, 3, 4 for the powerful enchantments, which I don't think I have any powerfuls available. There it is. Something like Void Strike is considered a powerful enchantment, so it costs 2 for the first one, then 3, then 4. A common one like Committed, 1, 2, 3. When you guild it, it adds 1 onto that. So currently, that's why I buy everything right when I come in here. Snowball, I just do 1, 2, 3 for 6, and then I do 1, 2 for 3 for Swift-Footed. Currently, it'll cost 3 to upgrade it, but as soon as I guild it, speed boost on soul pickup, that's pretty cool. Now it suddenly costs 4, and these cost 2 instead of 1, so... you know. Just a little something to keep in mind if you ever do this yourself. Make your decisions very quickly, with intentions, with purpose. So you're not just sat there having to spend way more for something that you should already have. Just like real life. This is going to be insane with spirit speed, actually. I'm going too quick for the audio to keep up. Meh. I can't tell Duo anything, you tell him. I'm streaming. I'm busy. There's one axe dude down here. There he is. He always spawns in a weird location for me down there. He sometimes just completely avoids everything. But I've dealt with him enough to know who it is. You always forget how pretty this game is. This game is beautiful. Love this game so much. Also, hello Chris. Welcome, welcome. Where he at? I know he spawns. I don't gotta come over here anymore. Should just be all the dudes stacked up on the right. Yeah. You definitely typed twitter.com, didn't you? You did get exposed on twitter.com today. Been working on a little project though. I've been going through some old clips because of it, so take what I can get. Let's do that now. No reason to do it later. Fire aspect isn't going to completely make this worth it for me, but I'll add that little bit of extra damage to make it all that much more fast. Yep. There we go. Thought I hit him. Is it your compilation? No, you make your compilation. Absolutely not. I don't know what you mean the one you've been asking for, because Duo's the one that's been asking. But yeah, a little something like that. You know, a little something light. Alright. Running out of air is not going to kill me in this game either. You did hit it. The fact that it woke up proves that you hit it. It doesn't make it any less funny, the fact that it looks like you just completely whiffed. Look at how clean that was. Precision. I'm gonna still be waiting on spawns up here. Which is actually kind of problematic. I would like to just kill everything at once. Should be it though, they should all be here. That baby zombie like consistently follows me all the way down as well. Nice. I got some stuff on my backup drives that I need to start to look for again, though. Because I'm glad I cleaned up my computer a little bit, but boy am I missing a lot of things. Which is kind of a pain, because I really don't want to have to move files back and forth between a hard drive and an SSD. I can if I have to. I will do it. There's an alternate way to get up here if I go this way and walk like that. Very specific and weird, but you can. Instead of rolling over that little ledge like I did the first time. The drowned are irritating only because they exist. And in a world where you have a bow affected by water and they have tridents not affected by water, yeah. They are just the drown. Now y'all gotta go. The only real problem with this strategy is that it takes a lot of hits to kill the enemy by this point, but that literally does. It's literally like only that floor that it super matters on. Everything else I can just kind of do the usual bink bonk, shoot laser, wait for the enemies, do seeds, hit him again. And then do this and hope that I have the health for it. Call down another little lightning there, and we're done. You know what I think is really funny and great about this game, but also just kind of hurts, is that there's so many enemies in this game that I can call my least favorite enemy and forget about another one being bad. I'm only saying this because I looked at the Enchanter enemy again and just remembered how annoying he is. In Diablo, I have a very clear indicator of being able to be like, this enemy is either semi-forgettable or just absolutely my least favorite. This game, I hate the Waller enemies. I hate the giant, what are they called? The Leap Leaf enemy from the jungle. I absolutely despise the witches. I cannot stand the witches at all. Some of them that I feel like should be annoying, like, ooh, that's a potion. Is that going to carry over for me? It will. It's not really going to matter because I'm not going to be doing a lot of melee, but that is kind of interesting. It's a good thing though, right? Every monster is a threat and should be treated as such. I mean, the thing about Minecraft Dungeons is, this is how it's supposed to go, by the way. That's the... Oops. I went to scratch my neck. Well, oh yeah, there's a glitch they've been looking into that they made a note about, that these guys should not be here after you die on the boss. This will go the exact same as last time. I will just win it this time. Can I please? There we go. That's what I meant to do. I don't lose anything for dying. That was just mild incompetence for a second. The thing about this game though, Chris, is that there's so many enemies that just shouldn't be a threat, or enemies that are already a threat, and then when you get to higher difficulties, the RNG will either stack 10 of them on top of each other to hit you, or it'll make 4 of them and enchant them to have something like Thorns, double damage, and Gravity Pulse, or something like that. Which means you need to hit them, but they hurt you every time, and they double to hit you every time, and they just keep pulling you into them. And that's that's annoying. It's not fun to deal with. Let us look at these. Soul Hunter Crossbow. Oh, that's a multi-shot. Or a spread, I mean. Soul's crit boost, 2 soul gathering. It would be nice to have another soul crossbow. I don't really think I get a lot of use out of this though, because I'm not really a bow shoot build. You're doing great. Thank you, Star. Because I'm doing melee build right now. I want to really just be as supporty as I can while being a melee build later on in the game. But I don't think this is the play right now. This is something I'm gonna screenshot on Steam just so I can come back to it another time. Potion barrier or mark, and then soul, and then yeah, that's not great. What's the damage reduction? It has protection 1 on it, and that has gravity 1, which also is not great. So really, it's just Highland Axe. That has potion or refreshment 3 is the guild. And then what? Crit, enchanting, and then swirl? Or crit void swirl, either or, probably enchanting. That's good. That's really good. Absolutely. That's a weapon I can actually use that's not these stupid void blades. Oh, wow. Why do I always get DMs? Oh, one of them is blue. He's alive. What's he doing? I ain't sure what that is. He's sharing his screen though. So technically, the axe will do less damage than the mace in terms of pure damage. But it has refreshment 3 as the guild, which means every kill that you get will reduce your potion cooldown, which I can show it here. Refreshment. Defeating a mob reduces the health potion cooldown as long as you use that weapon, so doing it on this axe would be really good. Back at it again with the raisin bread. Let's go. We love to see it. Put those in the box for now. Alright. Let's go look at the merchant again before I forget. Ooh. Oh, it's common. Shame. A professional would probably tell me, technically it doesn't matter whether it's a common or a rare. But I'm not a professional, so I really just don't know if it does matter. Okay, run number 3. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be completely honest. Might even just be a quick little hour-long stream, unless if I can think of something I really need to go for. So, what have y'all been up to lately? What y'all been doing? Any new interesting thing you gotta do? Any not interesting new thing you gotta do? What's the haps, chat room? I'm never saying it like that again. That was awful. Yo, what up, Josh? Welcome, welcome. Not be chonky. I mean, hey, that's something. Definitely something to do. That was a good throw. That's so awful. Watching that happen make me really sad. No way. That was hubris. Been experimenting? What you been experimenting with? Thought you weren't one for going in the lab. Just what I should have done from the beginning was just that. Not worried so much about it having to be with the frickin'... Oh my god. With the glaive. Keep calling it a glaive, it's just a throwing star. But people use so many different words for it. Some people call that a glaive. A glaive is like a lance in this game. So it's like nowhere even close. Experimenting with streaming. That's fair. I will try to just kill them though. That seems like a much smarter smarter goal to keep in mind. Whatever the hell I was doing before. You gotta play the cool games. I mean, I thought that was kind of obvious. You feel? You know? Oh, I missed 2 calls from Duo. He called me twice, I didn't even realize. And become a League of Legends streamer. Oh. Oh, you were so close. You were so close to just being right. And then you did this to yourself. Clearly the game you should be playing is Smite. Wrong path. I mean, I'm just saying, this man played Machine Gun Lulu mid. And when I was still there, he was 4-0, so I ain't gonna knock it. Shadowform grants more souls. Well, that is a completely worthless guild this time, but that's okay. What you mean, shut? Oh! Rad. And then I said it. And then I says to the guy, oh my god. Well, shit. Thank you for the bomb, Rad. The 5 subs. 5 gifteds. Eternal and unending scream of the damned. God damn. Thank you. That's a lot of subs. Who was that? Maddie, Day, Chris, Wibby, and Bunny. What a combination. I was absolutely not ready for that. My work here is done. No, you did not do anything. You did a lot. Machine Gun Lulu was funny. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I thought it was funny. You were 4-0. You beat the shit out of the Fizz and the... Who was it? Diana? Whoever it was. Fizz and the Diana, yeah. They weren't having fun. I know that for sure. Oops. First time I've done that. Nice. Oh, was it a bot? Good work, team. I love my moderators. Big man Radigan. Honestly, strongest moderator that I have. You went 11-9 because I stopped messing with you, though. That's, Ooh. Forgot I was doing a thing. Kind of unfortunate, but... Sounds like it went well for the most part. I don't know why I just tried to upgrade Fire Aspect when I literally just could not. Chad mod, #1 mod. #2 would definitely have to be Diego. He's not here right now. But, you know, he was. Did you see the way that arrow, like, Tokyo drifted on him? That was insane. I wanted so desperately to hit him and then just didn't. That was amazing. I give my speech an hour after the stream is over. This has never happened before. I don't know. Go for it. Give it now. Give your speech. Want my compilation rat again. Compilation of you being yelled at. I mean, it's not entirely true. Only mostly. Last hard combat floor, and then we're home free, boys. There's something very funny that I can do, though, where I just kind of hide right here. The melees will come get me. The archers will just kind of break. So there's a fun little tip if you ever have trouble with this part. There is a difficulty difference, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there. There's a difficulty difference depending on what difficulty you do this on. I'm doing these on Apocalypse, which is the hardest of the three you can choose between, because that just gives me the best stuff. Oh, that's awkward. I just didn't hit him. That one? Hello. Caught him before he summoned. Love to see it. HP poofed. Yup. Any aspiring or current Minecraft Dungeons players, please also hear me out. Play this game with a controller. My own argument for myself was when I played any other game, any other top-down roguelike game like this, Diablo or anything else similar control scheme-wise, I used a mouse. This game is just better on a controller. Mouse is doable. I have a friend that plays on mouse and keyboard, and he has since the beginning, and he's good. But there's some extra precision to playing on a controller, being able to control yourself and where you move by using a left stick in this game in particular, versus something like Diablo where it's different. There's another one? Bro. Bots everywhere. Disgusting. Get them out of here. What does he think he's doing? Thank you, Rad. Alright. Oh, this is a heck of a disappointing Hmm. Oh, these are some weapons. I need to take a bow. What I need to do is I need to get a bow. If I pick a bow, then I can boost my power up to where it needs to be. I just need a bow that'll actually help me. Which neither of them have cooldown shot for enchantments. Yeah, you don't even play this game and you're looking at these like, ah, look at that. I might go with the Shadow Crossbow, honestly. All of the guilds are level 1, all of the guilds are bad. Yeah, sure. Why not? Then I can just dismantle it right in front of everyone. Also get my friends on. Yeah, some people playing this game all with me. That would be kind of cool. Corrupted Seats 203? I already have those. Neat. What the hell? That's a really funny broken saw blade. Really bad, but really fun. You know what? Throw it in the box. We'll bring him out later. Getting there. Blacksmith. Let me get my spider armor back, honestly. I think that's what I want to do next. Let me also just boost my my power a little bit as well. Put that on. So now I'm at 208 instead of 201. We love to see it. I think that's about as high as I can go. I don't think throwing... Yeah, that's not going to change anything. So let's do... I don't even know if Mushroom is best for trying to push an 18 3 times. Definitely try. If it doesn't work out, I'll switch it. This is Soggy Cave, by the way. For those that aren't, you know, big into this game. This is just probably the shortest, easiest one to do of every dungeon in the game. Boy, these are some enemies right out the gate, and I forgot I don't have my lifesteal armor anymore, so I need to be way more careful. Let's do that. Let's do... Everything else is fine. Ink. It's a lot of dudes. Normally I would just kind of run through the enemies, but these ones kind of scare me, and if I run into something I can't handle later on up there, then there's not really much of a point for me to even try to fight back from this point anyway. I also had some rather tragic enchantments on the armor I'm currently wearing. Usable. Definitely usable. It'll keep me alive better than some other things would, but... really only so much for me to work with here when my best enchantment choice out of the 2 or 3 options was Rush, which is extra speed whenever I get hit. Clearly. Yes, for those of us that are illiterate, rad. You as a viewer like it when I baby you and explain everything to you like you just don't know what's going on. Okay. Well. I kill these ones, then I just don't really have anything to worry about anymore. Theoretically. I might get unlucky. We're just gonna put on the Shadow Shifter over here. And just kind of sneak past everything, so we don't gotta fight this horde on the corner. The only one I have to worry about, the only side I have to worry about is the left side, which we can skip because of the layout. So there's two layouts for the left and right side possible. You have to do them both to beat the level. Normally, you walk up to this door over here, and when you get close enough, it locks it off and you have to fight a horde of enemies. And this kind of goes back to me talking about playing with a controller versus playing with a mouse and keyboard. You can just kind of roll over here, and then roll over here, and skip everything. And then let me bring up my mouse for speed. Boop, 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 boop. And the puzzles are a little bit randomized, but the buttons do the same thing every time, so you can just kind of figure it out and work it out yourself. And the right side is always skippable. There's one on the left that's not skippable. The right side is always skippable. This one will be kind of hard to do because I'm not consistent with... Ooh, not fully consistent with it yet. The way rolling works, by the way, on controller is you either push the right stick in the direction you want to roll, or the way your character's facing, you just tap the roll button, and it'll do it. So there, I skipped the right side as well. And there's no more enemies to worry about for the rest of the dungeon from there. So we just gotta run on over here, collect our free obsidian chest with a master's bow in it, which sure is a weapon in this game, I'll give it that. It does exist. And then we'll put on our highest number stuff that we got here, which was those, and now this. 209. Would you look at that? And I could just keep speed stuff on and run over there faster, but rather not. You can also do a fun little skip to the boat at the beginning of the level by doing that, instead of running all the way around the hill. I worked this all out by myself, by the way. I'm sure there are guides or tutorials online that tell you how to do this kind of stuff, but I decided to, after doing this dungeon so many times, see if I could do it any better than I have been. Wouldn't you believe it? Definitely can. Get rid of that. Yeah, I mean, it's a bow. If I wanted to use a bow for damage bow, this would probably be the bow to use. Right? 200. And it's a hunter bow, so it puts the little target over it, and your summons are more likely to attack that monster instead. Or I could just do that. I'm a crossbow advocate in this game. I think some of the normal bows are cool. My favorite is the elite power bow, for sure, because it's just funny, but I just prefer crossbows. Alright. Just gotta do that 2 more times so I can get my equipment back from the blacksmith. So I can wear that instead. Maybe I could just get away with double speed. This is gonna be really stupid when it doesn't work out. I'm gonna do both of these speed things and the defense amulet because this armor has rush on it. Oh god. Oh no. What an idea this was. Oh god. Well. Ah, and it's the unskippable one. That's so tragic. Alright. Well, now what then? Probably totem and powder. Seeds. Seed powder. I would like to run mushroom, but there's just too much risk from the enemies. See if I can camp this spawn point. Oh, slimes. I'm okay with that. Sometimes, part of why I hate witches, as I stated earlier, is because of this level. When you're trying to push it, you can't skip this one, like now. The enemy it picks to spam is completely random. So, a bunch of slimes, I'm actually totally cool with that. And some skeletons, that's fine, ain't no big deal. But sometimes it'll just enchant everything in the room, just because it feels like it hasn't given you any enchanted enemies, so it gives you the higher chance for them. And then there's like 7 glowing witches on my screen that are all large and very fast and throwing potions at me that damn near one-shot me. And that's like, man, why even bother? Help me, I'm new to this game and I have no clue what's good. Should I pick a nautical crossbow, fortune spear, or venom glaive? That's a good question. It depends on what you need more, if you need a melee weapon more or a crossbow more, because nautical crossbow is pretty good. If it were me, just not knowing anything of what you do and do not have, I would personally pick the venom glaive. It would also be helpful to know the guild effect and the enchantments, but in the end it's up to you. Really just play with what you have the most fun with, or whatever the game gives you. That's the other skip, by the way. Wait, that was the funny puzzle that I helped you solve? That's the one! Venom Glaive is strong on enchanted mobs. Absolutely that one. The further you get into the game, early on it doesn't really matter, but the further you get into the game, having enchanting on your weapon of choice is pretty much necessary. Which is kind of, honestly, a little unfortunate. That's really funny that that's just how I can do this level now, by the way. That makes me very happy. Fortune Spear and Nautical Crossbow aren't gilded. Yeah, I would use the Venom Glaive. If you need to make them stronger, you can always blacksmith them and run Soggy Cave a few times if you need to do it quickly. Or if you have backups, you can run other dungeons to do that. That one's even stronger than the other one, right? Yup, by 1. Oops. I do not like the Soul Healer. It is not a very good. Definitely also hoarding all these uniques. I don't know if it's something I'm ever going to stream, because I play this game a lot in my own time, but let's take, what's the top one I put in the Master Buff? There's a nice little thing called Ancient Hunts. Ancient Hunts, you need to put 1 offering, non-gilded offering, from every single type of equipment in the game. A melee, an armor, a bow, and 1 artifact. And they have different symbols on them. Depending on the symbols, I like get one to show up. Yeah, there we go. Ancients. Oozing Menace. There's chances to find Ancients. You can also put some enchantment points, your levels in here as well. You'll lose levels doing it, but it increases the chances of finding Ancients and how many you'll find. This is where you normally go to find gilded equipment in the game, is an Ancient Hunt. They'll just drop things for you, and you can kind of influence what you find depending on those enchantment symbols next to them. But it's it's just kind of the same thing about enchanting, where it's like the further you get into the game, the more it's like pretty much necessary, or at least helpful to have. But until you get to that point, you can do it. It's cool and helpful, but you don't really need to. So, well, let's run it back, I suppose. Wait till I see an enemy, and then do that, and then do this. This is so dumb. Oh god, it hurt. It hurty. If I die, it doesn't matter either, because I can just... Oh, that's definitely gonna kill me! Please! This is gonna be so awful to try to cross this. Don't do it! Well. I guess I could have just turned on them and one-shot them both, but it is what it is. No, you wouldn't make me do it again. Man, that's so unfortunate. What do I have equipped? This one, please. I wish the weapon I was using was not this one. Man, Rush is just not like an amazing enchant, but it makes me happy. Going slightly faster and hitting my enemies makes me just a little bit happier. Alright, we can put this on at least while the other one's on cooldown. What does armor even have on it? It has leeching, right? It does have leech, yeah. Only leech 1 though. As its normal effect, because it is the beginning of and the end, or whatever it's called. Edgy dual blade weapon. Oops. That was impressive. Seems like the kind of game you could get a good dopamine rush from. Absolutely. Especially playing this with my friends. I have this Enchanter's Tome. It's this really cool book. There have been those little dudes in the robes that have shot beams at their friends to make them stronger. I can do the same thing to up to 2 people, including any summons or friendly players. And I love joking about it with my one friend, because he can, I'll show you guys when we get back into the camp. He's the one that plays with the mouse and keyboard. He has the Heartstealer Greatsword, which is, I don't remember if it's lifesteal or leeching, but he heals himself when he hits and kills things. And he just kind of likes to be the big stat stick that runs in there and hits things really hard. So we call him a siege minion, because he'll take his mouse and he'll like do this. Because you can move normally with the mouse wherever you're clicking, but if you put it real close to your character, you just go. You could turn into a siege minion. 210. What is my armor at? 205. I could have a 224 if I get a good tower run. This is what I've been running mostly, currently, is the spider armor. I want my Wither Skeleton armor back. It wasn't great in chance, but I have it in here somewhere. I have a few of them in here. It was this one, specifically this one. Because this one is damage reduction, souls gathered, and 6% lifesteal aura. The lifesteal aura is good because an aura goes to everyone around you, yourself and your friends, which is why I have this little circle and stuff beneath my feet. It's the same thing with this armor. It has the weapon damage boost aura, which is the red square. So it's helpful to be able to boost yourself and your friends always, but I especially like being able to just hit things and stay alive. That makes me pretty happy. Getting all my health back for just holding down the attack button. Putting on the mushroom as well, because that makes me move a little bit faster and swing considerably faster. Pretty helpful overall. Oh, this is upgraded though. I really should just go back and keep doing some tower runs, to be completely honest. I'll leave the enchant on this one. The way enchantments work is you just pour the points into things. Once they get salvaged or thrown into the blacksmith to get upgraded, then it gives you your points back. And the points are equal to your level. I'm level 150, so I have 150 enchantment points between what I'm currently wearing and some things that I'm not wearing, I suppose. I don't remember having that much poured into stuff in here, though. So let me go I do kind of hoard and hold on to a lot of things because half the time I want to upgrade it for later usage, and some of it is like, oh, what if I need this later, but I don't have the emeralds to blacksmith it right now. I have 12 there, I had 21 up there. 6 right there. 3, 5, 4 right there. Shouldn't be that many. 6 right there. So yeah. And then I got 33 and 21 here. So I guess that would make sense. That would about add up, because I do have 38 up there. Just do a ton of tower runs until you're extremely overpowered for your level in the game. I mean, yeah, that's fair, but tower is really boring. Once you kind of got it figured out, it gets kind of boring. So I will continue to do it. Just don't wanna burn myself out from doing it too much. Let's change our pose. We'll do this one. Yeah. Good. How do I run it? Well, I'm about to do it. Golem Vexing Chant and something that gives you bees. Oh, I used to do summoner runs. Summoner run used to be my thing. Because I would run, mostly I would just get Golem and Enchanter Tome, just to make sure I had those two down. And then if I could get Wolf, I would get Wolf. If I can get Armor with Bees, I'll do that. Generally speaking now, I try to get Soul Build going on. I can show you what I do for this one, because I am about to do it for the 4th time today. Really doesn't feel like it. It simultaneously feels like I've done it way more times and not nearly as many times. Oh, please. I didn't want to aim at him and you know it, game. Okay, start off floor 2, grab the... what are you called? The Spin Blade. I'm gonna start just calling it Spin Blade. Interesting catch. Something I appreciate that it's not doing right now because they haven't thrown any at me, but if they throw a trident at the Spin Blade while it's spinning around, it'll just get stuck to it. Yeah, it was barely visible there for a second, but it gets stuck on the Spin Blade and just stays on it until it comes back to you. It looks absolutely ridiculous. I guess the easiest way to describe what I do is I do Corrupted Seeds and early game weapon so that I can just kind of mindlessly click buttons through things and then use the souls at the boss fights. In a sentence, that's what I do. Because you can get these 3 artifacts very early on, Lore 4. That's really good to just have all of these. This lets me have seeds for the entire rest of the run. Spin Blade is good until I get the beam, which I think is literally just this next floor is when it gives me the beam. You know how to control the Spin Blade at least. Really, it's just as easy as if you're facing up, throw it one way, and then move left or right, and then move the other way. Which I want to do. Please. And then it'll start spinning around you, and then you just control it from there. Nothing from there, just enchantment point. Could be dumping points into my current stuff, but I just don't feel a reason to. You know, Josh was definitely right. I should just kill them. I should just stand there and hit them in the face with the Spin Blade whenever I get the chance. No shot. Could be using it for wave clearing, but I would rather just get them dead than anything else. Yeah, this is really the big point. You either get the double axe or the bone club. Because that just has leeching and fire aspect on it. Whenever I do eventually put it on there. I'm more worried about the armor that I'm getting very soon than what I currently have. You can just walk up there, huh? You can also just fall off. Idiot. Kirby Cutter ability. That is really just what it is, huh? Well, it's the equivalent of me giving up my copy ability because using stars only will be more beneficial for me. There he is. They're really the only problem on this stage, is that you have to walk all the way around here just to hit them. And there should just be one more spider down here, a little bit, on the bridge. There you are. And there is the most important part of my build. Let's go. Please be good. Reduce roll cooldown. I will take it. Not a big thing, not something you see every day. I will take it. When you have to do low tier main things and cope with the bare minimum, absolute bottom of the barrel mid tier things, because that's what luck gave you, well, shoot, I'm gonna be thankful. Because at least it wasn't frickin' increase your health whenever you die. The Zenkai boost hard enchantment just makes me kind of sad. Ah, Enchanter. Yeah. He is in this level, isn't he? This floor, excuse me, and my lack of proper terminology. I'm not missing the dude again, am I? Who am I missing? Far left? Okay. Fair enough. You got me. Do you know if it can? What does it mean by when you die as a tank? Does it mean when you get downed? Well, as a tank. Does it mean when you get downed, or does it mean when you, like, completely lose a life die? Because if it's when you get downed, then I feel like that's exploitable and there's no way it's like that. But if it is, then, like, ain't nothing stopping us from putting Reckless on you and seeing what happens. Downed. It really is just downed? Not one life lost, it's just you get knocked down, get health. Well, I guess that would make sense for balance in single player. I killed the creeper over there, right? I don't remember. Cool. Swear it's down. What's it called? I don't remember. Might be best to just look up Minecraft Dungeons enchantments and look on the wiki on the armor section. That's what I would do. Life boost, thank you. Forgot to do that. There we go. All powered up, all good to live through things for the rest of the run, hopefully. I say hopefully when there's only one scary floor. If I die anywhere else, I'm literally... I either put the controller down or I'm not looking at the screen. Because ain't no way, son. Oh. Reduced roll cooldown, came in clutch. I was able to be stupid for a little bit longer than normal. Funny thing about slimes as well, you don't even need to kill them all the way. As long as you kill the big one, that counts as a dead slime. Okay, here we go. The cycles, the cycles, the cycles. I don't want that trident. That would be such a waste. Oh, yeah. That's fair. That's why I stopped doing summoner build for this tower and wanted to see if I could find a more consistent method. I definitely did doing this. Because the fact I had to run around for 5 minutes waiting for my golem to stop being stupid and punch at the random zombie that just spawned in versus, you know, the big thing that's killing me and setting us on fire. And with how much I need to do it, I need this to be really quick. Forgot I've been spending points on surprise gift. I'm only going to buy it once. Because it's not really all that helpful. It's there. Definitely there. I love leeching. I love double axe. Look at how many arrows are in my body. I'm unstoppable. Hold this trident. And then into the water, because heavy crossbow. This is why I love the heavy crossbow, it's my baby. There it is. This is the only scary room in the entire tower for me. But as I kind of showed off the last time I did it, if you just put yourself into this little hole right here, you're just kind of unkillable. I'm gonna run out and beat them up so I can speed up the process a little bit more. Swiftness potion from Surprise Gift, you love to see it. And now we go hide. That's the other thing, is I have the little mark snowball. That was hubris. You like the tower guy in the robes? Oh, the little stack? Yeah. He's neat. Someone bring up the old Harmony of Dissonance clip where I'm like, oh, greed. Because that's what that was. Another spot I could hide is just right here. But kind of crazy how much better off I would be if I just swung at the skeletons. The strategy's a lot better too if you go for the bone club instead of the double axe, but again, I just kind of pick and choose between the two, because after having done it so many times... Oh man. You remember that one? I'm glad you do. I remember it incredibly vividly. Alright, boss 2. It also lets me do this nonsense where I spam my pose, it makes me happy. Alright, fight 2, fire aspect, lightning, beam, stand here until he summons. Once he summons, do seeds and hit him again so we know which one he is. He's this one. And then continue on like normal. He will not be able to kill me. That was a little bit extra even, I didn't have to do that. Most important part of this process is to grab these Void Touch Blades and power them up at least a little bit. I do crit, just because that seems to be the most consistent thing at this part, to just sometimes tapping them and one-shotting them versus doing something like swirling. They don't swing fast enough to justify putting Radiance on them. I find Radiance really only works on Fighters Bindings, to be completely honest with you, but people... people kind of crap themselves over Fighters Bindings existing in this game and how amazingly incredible they are, so... I just find myself even less interested in them. Alright. Demon Fang. Demon Fang. Damn, I must be a genius. Double Demon Fang. Okay. I don't need any more enchantments at this point. The only ones that matter are the Snowball and Crit. Swift-footed is super helpful for movement. And anything else you get, Fire Aspect for me is tracking earlier on. Cella's best boy. Oh yeah, Mercy and the gang are going through Tales of Symphonia right now. That's been really fun to watch. Alright, here we go. This is how I kill the boss. You stab him a few times, lightning, and then beam, and the Void Touch will stay on him. You can do seeds to keep the enemies away, and then just done. And that's it. That's how I do tower. And... oh, God. You've done it again, video game. You really did it again. Look who it is. Look who it is. I don't even remember how fast the Tempest Knife swings, but probably not Radiance 3 guilds fast. What else could I put on here? What was that? Rampaging Void Strike. Shockwave, so probably Shockwave. Fire Bee. No, this just isn't good. Just in general. Troubadour. This is not a great... I mean, for support, I guess, this exists. I think I'll get it, just to get it. I don't like Gravity Pulse on it, because that really, honestly and truly, that ruins it. Being able to pull all the enemies in toward myself when I need other people to protect me being a little support boy will not do me much good, and this pickaxe has crit. What is that? Crit Refreshment, Void Strike, and Exploding or Swirling. That's not bad, but it's a pickaxe, and... Man, didn't I just get a weapon that I could use in place of this? I had the mace and I had the axe. I don't really need a new weapon, I need armor. Ugh, I'm really doing mental gymnastics to try to figure out a way to get everything. Welcome, Kiki. Yeah, Symphonia. It's Symphonia. I don't need to say nothing else. It's Symphonia. That's my game. Tower Boy is 3 small boys stacked on top of each other, correct? Are those making high... It's making high-pitched villager noises. I don't like that. At all. That's disgusting. Let's buy from Mystery Merchant. Me saying I need more money and then I do this. Yeah, pick a number, 1 through 3. First what I see. 3? 3. We'll do 3. Oh. Oh yeah? What can I get away with from this as well? Definitely Potion Barrier. I could put on Poison Focus or Tumblebee. Actually, no. Electrified might actually just be good. These are all pretty decent considering what I have. And then chilling. I can use this. I can get away with this. I'm not gonna like it. And Chris said once I'll open that just for fun. No, the funny weapon came back. Let me explain to y'all why Broken Saw Blade is so funny. So, when you swing it, you can do that if you tap the button, and if you hold it down, it becomes a saw. The problem with it is, when you do it for too long, it just breaks and you can't attack with it for a while. So, when you really quickly just, it's already on. So the mushroom, right? Let's look at the normal attack speed of this. Pretty good attack speed. With the mushroom, it does this. So now keep in mind that with the saw blade. It just overheats faster. Was I doing music notes from standing still for so long? They're whistling. That's so cute. I've never in my life. That must be a very specific to troubadour outfit thing. Can I shove that in the shop? Because I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want it right now, but I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah, that's not a lot. Sure, why not? What do I need to do to get it? Plus 15! Okay. Alright, so... that, for sure. This chilling. This I'm not sure about yet. Electrified will help me do damage to keep up. Tumblebee... I mean, Tumblebee is cool. Poison Focus. Spamming bow is your favorite thing. You and Star both. You and Star both started this game and love using the bow. I'm trying to... I swear I'm trying to get you guys off of that, but you just keep doing it. This is... no. Not worth it. Put that away for now. If I need to bring it back out, then I can, and I will. Now, which of these would be better for me to use that's not Void Touch? Crit Poison Cloud Swirling, because that's been putting in work for me, but I want something different. That's the one with Leeching, so that's... Oh, but I could Potion build with the Highland Axe, and this stuns, so that would technically be better for me. Let's do that. Throw these in the shop as well. Oh my god! That's a lot of money. They're both 15. Okay. I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the butt later. So... what do we do with you? Critical, almost for sure, right? Weakening would also be cool, but I could just use the Gong for that. And if I'm playing support, then I'm... That's so cute. I'd almost guaranteedly do that. Enchanting would probably be better than Void. But that also depends on who I'm playing with and if they have Void or not. And I could probably get away with... in a perfect world, Void Strike would be to the right where Guarding and Swirling are. But it's not, which is... This would damn near be a dream weapon. Everything it's got and what it is, this would damn near be a dream weapon if it just had Void Strike over there, but it doesn't. I could do Guarding. Swirling for damage or Guarding? Swirling will literally double my damage output of my finisher. 252 to 201 added together. That's only 151, which is still good. Just not quite what I need. So we'll do that. We'll do... I mean, at this point, might as well. And then do this. Because if I have Potion Barrier from you up, then I don't need to worry about Poison Focus, so I can put this into Electrified. Right? Is that correct? Am I good? Cool. Well, considering how much damage I was doing previously with those stupid daggers, that'll do me really nicely. Okay, I've been going for an hour 42, so let's do one more. I'll do one more and then I'll call it. Finally playing through Ocarina of Time. Every time you've tried in the past, you've stopped at Jabu Jabu, but not this time. I'm proud of you. Let me know when you're done with it so we can do an Ocarina of Time randomizer together. The tracker is super helpful and can tell you how to do pretty much everything. And we can, like, tag team it together. It's really funny. The randomizer itself is very fun, but the fact you can do a co-op randomizer is just hilarious to me. God damn it. Please, bro, please. There it goes. Yeah. You know, I'm just gonna voice my concern out loud before it happens. I have a feeling that I'm gonna be... Oh, look at all those tridents on that thing. What the heck? I have a feeling that I'm just going to autopilot a little bit too hard later on and take an enhancement point on a level where I need to definitely pick up an item vital to my build. What did I miss? Oh. Plants. There were plants up. Plants had risen. Got a tasty bone. Don't know what to do with it. That summons a wolf. So you can have a little summon be there with you, which I would recommend for early game. Where you're at, as early into the game as you are with as weak stuff as you got. Because then they have the enemies have a whole other target to, you know, attack instead of you. And you can have it also attack them as well. If you don't commit to just being a summoner after dog, then there's not really a point to keeping them around. Unless if you want to hold on to them for ancient hunts when you're at the end of the game, as powerful as me or Blue or anyone else that I know that I play this game with. Other than that, I did Summoner for a very long time early on. As soon as I found out I could Enchanter's Tome the Golem and the Llama together, that was just absolutely what I was doing the whole time. Because I knew that I needed the help. Oh, I had it go over me that time. That was interesting. Let me just be honest with you real quick, chat room. I don't know about y'all, but I've had this very crushing need to go to an amusement park recently. This happens to me like every few months, where I just think about going to an amusement park. Ooh, I'm gonna die. This very crushing need to pay more attention to my gameplay and not what I'm talking about. Come to Florida. I don't want to go back to the Six Flags in Missouri I used to be able to go to. Chris would know. Chris would understand. Where do you think you're going? Get down from there. Busch Gardens and Universal. That is also true. Those do exist. But I miss my Six Flags. I'm having dreams. You're reminding me that I had the Kingdom Hearts 1 intro quote on my status for a while in Discord. Like, is any of this for real? That's something I did want to actually talk about. I don't know where. I guess on stream, since this is where I can talk about it. But I had a Kingdom Hearts 1 quote as my status for a while, and I got almost, as far as I remember, almost equally. I had people that were like, "LOL, I love the Kingdom Hearts quote," and equal parts people being like, "I don't know, but I'm real. Am I not real? Are you real?" And I just thought that was kind of funny. Obviously not expecting everyone to understand it was a Kingdom Hearts reference, but I did find humor out of it. Just kind of being like, haha, I get what you're going for, but haha, you quite literally do not have the information to understand. I'd hope it's not the Axe Dude again. This is what I'm talking about, bro. It's a fight. It's a fight. It's not a little stand around and admire the scenery. It's a fight. It's combat arena. You were one of the non-cage people, Kiki, yes. Right, let me read this stream, though. It's weird, but you live in the first house with, like, only the top floor. Really? It's yours, and you own it and live alone in it. Hmm. That sounds nice. My dreams don't give me pleasant thoughts or feelings anymore. I say anymore as if any time recently has been good. That's the kind of TNT throw I was looking for. The kind where I just chuck it over the fence so freaking hard that it just isn't there anymore. Not a part of the fight anymore. It was not a utility. It was simply a distraction for the viewer. If I can help set everything up, you might. The part of Kingdom Hearts 1 that's confusing is finding where to go. We've done it multiple times. You read Soggy Swamp as... Oh, okay. That's impressive. Not pleasant, not disturbing, not pleasant. I mean, I guess that's fair. that higher than normal? No, it was 100. I don't remember what build I used to do, but it used to give me 102 for the power for the armor. I think Lonely. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. Man, these Guardians in the normal level are so annoying, but the one in the tower, this dude in the tower is so... Go for it, please. Feel free. Cannot deny that he's trying his best, but oh my god. Kerchow, oh my gosh, is that wacky? Wacky bug? In my stream chat? That's crazy. No, sir. Oh, I was excited for a second. Just my biggest fan. With a little bit of Rusty's and a whole lot of luck, you two could look like me. Classic. Classic. I guess I technically could be using souls during some of these normal fights, but... half the time I forget, the other half the time I'm a little too worried of like, what if I just go a little too gung-ho on it, and then I just don't have them for later. Definitely not something I should be worried about, but... yeah, no. It's that old thing that I do where I was too greedy before, and now I don't want to be too greedy again, so I'm scared of everything. Kerchoo. Kerchoo tomato. If you're straight meleeing a boss, heavy crossbows are super cool. I kind of touched on it briefly that you can like cancel your attacks with the heavy crossbow shot. It's very slow as you can see if I'm just holding it down, but you can kind of like go back and forth between... I did not mean to use those seeds that early. That was a mistake. It worked out. I was able to kind of show it off there. Mercy with the random fact. Well, let's stay on topic today then, for once. As soon as I can think of something on topic. Is this a part of normal Minecraft Dungeons or DLC? This is the... This should be a normal part. I don't think Tower is DLC. This is new-ish compared to being in the game the entire time versus not being in the game the entire time. If it is DLC, I would also very much believe it, but I wouldn't know, because when I got the game, it was on a very fat discount, and it was the entire, it was the deluxe version, so I just got that instead. Random fact. I want to come up with something, like, actually interesting, too. But I'm not sure what I can think of that I consider actually interesting. Can't forget to refresh your melee hit. That's what I did. I was focusing. Oh, God. I'll look at these in a second. I need to come up with a random fact for Mercy. Did you know that there's a bug in this game? I'm not sure what causes it, but on occasion after completing a quest or completing a dungeon, any level in multiplayer, it can set one of the players in the lobby's combat power recommendation to 1, meaning anything that they get sent and any mission that you do will guarantee that they get something incredibly weak compared to what power they're currently at. I don't know what causes it. I just know that it happens a lot. It could be something as simple as tabbing out. It could be something as crazy as, like, oh, if you skip the tutorial and then do this and then do one of these on this difficulty, then this will trigger. But it is a thing that happens. That's all I know. It's also not, honestly, not like super easy to fall or roll off the maps. That's just kind of a you rolling off the maps thing. That sure is Phantom Armor. The only correct option is Frost Scythe. Let's go into detail real quick about these. So, Freezing Foil. Freezing Foil is a rapier. Fast thrust. One of the fastest attacking, you know, weapon types in the game. It has... Oh, there are people in my house again. Pardon background noise if it comes through. There is Void Strike on this. The thing about Void Strike is the way it works is once you hit an enemy, it starts to stack up to its maximum attack potential. And every time you hit them, minus using an artifact, which I've proven on the boss multiple times, it uses that stack up, and then if it has Void Strike on it again, it resets that back to 0. Fast attacking weapons are really, really bad with Void Strike, because you're never going to get a very big multiplier. It's always going to be, like, really pathetic. Phantom Armor with Final Shout, level 3. That will activate all of your artifacts when you are in the red on your health, which is, generally speaking, pretty cool, pretty helpful, except for the part where there's a lot of things that are much better than that, and if it gives it to you on, like, mage or soul-based things, it will just kind of eat all your souls if you don't have any way to build yourself up beforehand. So Frost Scythe is just between those two, sucking as much as they do with what they have, including the enchantments on this. They're not terrible, but they're not good either. Frost Scythe is just the only good one here. This has really good enchantments, and... It also has Potion Refreshment. Again, it's only level 1, but that's actually really good. So that's cool. We're happy to see that. They're being really loud, but this is good timing, because I did say I would just do that and then end off here. So, yeah. Let's go look at the chops really quickly, and then I'll do my little goodbye to you guys. Ooh! Is that good? No. No. No, it's not. That's a shame. Anyway. Thank you guys all for being here. Thank you so much for watching. You did join too late, unfortunately. It's okay. yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for the subs earlier. Appreciate it. Follows and such. Helps the channel grow, helps motivate me and give me the ability to do these more often. I appreciate all of you who have been watching or lurking, chatting, whatever you've been doing. All very much appreciated. And this was a lot of fun. This is something I'm going to have to do more often. Probably, maybe get some friends involved so I can rush things with them and have their comedy have a little bit of a different energy in the stream rather than like a chill Minecraft beats to chill, study, relax to. But I really enjoyed the mood of this stream. It was very nice. And yeah, if you're not already, please follow to know when I'm going to go live next, which should be very soon. I would like to continue DMC3 very soon. I don't know if Link is going to be alive for me to do such a thing with him soon, but regardless, I am pretty dead set on that being the next stream that I do, so yeah, all of you, take care, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.